recognizing it for being new and fresh and different. Right? Mm-hmm. All right. How to Practice Your Pentatonic Scales by Matthew Yately. Hello and welcome. I'm just kidding. So, you've got all these pentatonic shapes that you've now committed to memory, playing up and down them. Right? Easy enough. But the problem is that those pentatonic shapes are not much of melody on their own. They're just a scale, right? It doesn't sound like an interesting idea. It doesn't sound like you're, playing anything particularly crazy, because you're not. You're just playing up and down the scale. But the way we get away from that is by practicing strange and different shapes out of the scale shape. Okay, so like different patterns. These fall into two categories. They fall into so we're going to refer to all of these as patterns. Okay, they fall into two categories. One is groupings, and the other one is intervals. Okay, a grouping is where you would do a series of notes, right? So, for instance, in this one, right? So that's a grouping of three. That was three notes I played together from the first. Okay, so we're going to number each of these notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? Now, as we do this, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. That's the first cell you can think of. Okay, like one unit of this grouping. And then the next one's going to be 2, 3, 4. Okay? So I went 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. The next one will be 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. Blah, 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 blah. Right? So I went up in sets of 3. And then you go back down. Okay? That's how you'd play a grouping of 3. Now you would practice that at different rhythmic values. So if we have a click here, 3, 4, you do eighth. 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, sorry. 1 and 2 and eighth notes in 3. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Right, so that was here. I should put the metronome on so you can hear what I'm thinking. Duh. Yately, get it together. That's not what I want. That's the one I want. Okay. So we'd start with eighth notes. Right? Then we do eighth note triplets. So we count those. 1 la-li, 2 la-li, 3 la-li, 4 la-li. Right? Then we do 16th notes. 2, 3 E and up, 4 E and up. Now you may have noticed that the first one and the last one sounded kind of funny, but the middle one sounded right. Well, the reason is we're doing a grouping of 3 notes. The middle one was a triplet, right? So now we had one rhythmic value for each of the notes in the sequence, or in the pattern. With the other ones, we were doing eighth notes. Those are even subdivisions, 2 notes per click or 4 notes per click. So we're putting 3 notes into a 2-note or a 4-note, thing. So it's going to line up funny each time, okay? The next ones you could do is you could do groupings of 4. Be the same thing, except you'd be doing sets of 4 notes, okay? Then from there you could do sets of 5. Oh man, I need to practice that. Anyway, sets of numbers, whatever number you can imagine. Most of practicing scales is really just making up ideas in your head and applying them to these shapes. So after you did all the patterns there for we were calling those groupings, then you would do it for the next one. There's 3, 4, 5. I need to practice that for the pentatonic. I haven't done that in years. Next one is going to be intervals. This is where you're skipping notes, okay? So if we, again, remember that we called our notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now we're going to skip over a note, okay? So we're going to go 1, 3, 2, 4, 3, 5, 4, 6, and so forth, okay? That's where I'm skipping one note in the background. Right? Now here, it's going to feel the opposite way with the rhythms, because the rhythms, now we're doing our intervals are groupings of 2 notes, right? So now it's going to feel fine with the 8th notes and the 16ths, but weird with the triplets. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right? Then the triplets would be. Right? I messed up there at the end because I was trying to make a face about, like, see how weird that sounds? And then the last one would be the 16th notes. And this is going to feel normal again. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and I just messed it up that time because I didn't pay attention. The next would be you'd make a larger interval. So now you'd go the first note to the 4th note, second note to the 5th note, so forth. Right? This is just patterns that you're making up in your mind. It's a construct of how can I play this scale in a weird way, and then applying it to the shape that you've got memorized now. Okay, it makes you know the shape better, and it helps you create new vocabulary for your improvising within that shape. Okay, sorry about the long video. Work hard at it.